Hello everyone, it is Ted from Mob Rules. I checked to see that my microphone is on, and it's on! Look at that. So we're here with a follow-up video to the Primaris Deredeo that I was working on. I'm really excited that it's finished. I really drug my feet a lot at first with this model. You know, it's like something, I don't know, sometimes it's just like hard to break that initial ice before you come up with a game plan. And I think like sometimes it's a little bit easier, like when you're perhaps not an artist, and you kind of think of it like, all right, we have to build a bridge, this is how we're going to do it, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes when you're trying to think of like from a technical standpoint as well as an artistic standpoint, aesthetic standpoint rather, I think sometimes, you know, like the box is too open, it's too big. I mean, there is no box, so you need to just, how do I come up with nothing, for, you know, something from nothing. So anyway, we're done with it. It's over here. And let's take a look at it. You've seen most of it. If you watched the other video, you saw most of what's going on. But now you'll see it in its completed form. So, are you excited? I'm excited. Primaris Deredeo, Deredeo, Deredeo. Oh man, so yeah. So as you probably saw before, we had the autocannons on it. So these are all magnetized. So you just plop. And it was really simple. I think the one that I did for myself was a little bit more complicated-ish, maybe? Maybe not. But I just shaved it right down to took the ball joint off, and then stuck a piece of plastic card in there, and then stuck a magnet. See, magnet. This one was a little bit different than the autocannon. The autocannon one, with the belt, it's really stout, so I felt that it just kind of like hangs in there, and it connects up really nicely. But since this has this like little fibbly thing, I did put an extra magnet in there. It's just a tiny little guy, and I actually had to wait until I found something that had like a nice, I don't know, a small, it was something that was a little bit thinner because it had to fit inside like a thick piece of plastic card and not stick out. So now it fits on there nicely. I do have to kind of like make sure it's lined up, but then it's good. So there we go. Now it has two different kinds of guns. Look at that. He's a rebel. So that's that. Of course, the top comes off, and it's just like friction fit. I didn't bother doing anything special with it. And nicely, one of the nice things about this is there's like a plastic tube that fits perfectly, so it's just like snug little fit. So yeah, so these guys come off, and then I think I showed you, I haven't really done anything with this, have I? I think I added the, let's see if we can zoom in there. Yeah, I added all the rivets, but that was about it. I mean, I added a couple rivets back here, if I aim the camera up there. So, see that? Rivets! And then here's the tiny little magnets. I used a little bit of black paint to kind of like line up where the holes were, so that's why they're a little bit tarnished. Other than that, we are onto the legs. Yeah, so this was kind of fun. I mean, we had to come up with a nice design in here. So I kind of went with something that was a little bit more traditional-ish. If you could see here, you know, we kind of have these little nubs there. So I tried to emulate that. This actually, for me, I feel it looks a little bit more like the Sentinel legs. I mean, that was... it almost kind of sounds passive, as though it just happened and I'm noticing it for the first time instead of designing it. But yeah, so that's that. I did add, let's see, what did we add? So we got the hip guard on there. That kind of covered up some of my, incomplete gear system back here that I was talking about last time. I did do some tendons. This would be, I guess, the calves. So added some details. As you can see, all the hose work. So we're running some hydraulics down there. Of course, some rivets. Rivets are always nice. And then I did the double-breasted shin plate. So this kind of leans in and slides up and down theoretically. And then this covers the shin. Of course, when it like compresses, these guys kind of go up into the housing a little bit. I think in retrospect, it would have been kind of nice to put like a little housing right here. But, you know, whatever. I think it still looks really good. So yeah, the loins, all the cable work. Heroes, oops, Tyson, yeah, my client is coming, so that's good. And let's see, what else did we do differently? I think a lot of this was kind of the same. I did put some Miliput on the base to kind of give it some more texture. You know, right now it just looks like a whole bunch of rocks and junk. But I just wanted it to be an uneven texture because it's supposed to be outdoors. It's not a football field or anything. Let's see. Oh, I didn't show you the cable last time, so that was a little bit more cabling. Let's go ahead and take this guy off. I think we're kind of done with that. That'll help us kind of look at what's going on here. So as you can see, I just drilled some holes in the top and put like a little bit of plastic tube in there. If I show you. So a little bit of plastic tube just to give it a little accent, and then that guy kind of goes down into the inside, which I also put a little bit of plastic tube. And then I think all the little hydraulic struts or rams are about the same as they were before. I'm going to let him, I wish I'd cut this right here so it'd be an actual joint, but I think I'm going to let him movie magic it with some paint. I think at this point it'd be really hard to get in there. Yeah, so I don't know what else I did differently. I think that's about it. Yeah, super simple. These are little half rounds that I stuck on the side of this hub, the wheel hub. And then of course you had like your rod inside of a dowel up against a block with another, what was that, some half rounds. I did skip the half rounds over here because it was pressed up against this joint. I didn't have the space for it, so I'm just kind of hoping that nobody except for you guys knows. So, shh, it's a secret. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, I think that's about it, man. I'm really happy with this. I'm really jazzed. I kind of feel bad because I think that some of my dreadnoughts for my iron hands aren't as I don't have as much character. You know, like my Deredeo is pretty static. You know, it's just I changed out an eye is all I did with this guy. Other than that, you know, it's pretty much the same. I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah, it's a lot more boring compared to this guy. A lot of care. So now we have a new standard. We got to up our game, right? Anyway, so that's it. That's the Primaris Deredeo. I hope you like it, and I hope it inspires you to do something like it. So if you want more of this, stay tuned. I do have some more projects. I have a Morkanaut that I'm working on that I think you'll dig. Redid the arm, try to give it like more of a buzzsaw kind of thing. And yeah, there's just lots of cool stuff coming down the pipe. So stay tuned. Ah! He just came by. He bought his Deredeo. I'm so happy with that. He looked really excited. And I got a $25 tip. Thanks, Tyson!